Echo Sierra. We look forward to receiving you at this station, Commander. Please follow docking procedures and enjoy your visit.
Hi guys, JesterArke back again with some more Elite Dangerous. Okay, so it's a very late start for me, unfortunately, due to adulting and stuff. But it is what it is, so... These are still going. Ooh. But yeah, just under 6 mil for this. How... Yeah, that's got me really confused. Considering it was listed as being tier 8, and then all of a sudden we didn't hit tier 8 all of a sudden. I don't know. I don't know. But, yeah, so we get just under 6 mil for that, and this one is still going. I can't imagine it would be going for too much longer. Hello, Hein, how are we doing? I'm gonna get virtually nothing out of this, but, you know, whatever. John Price, hello! Long time no see? Yes, indeed. I've, yeah, I'm still kicking around, hopefully you've been doing well. As I said, I'm running very late. I usually would have started this stream at least an hour, if not 2 hours ago. Why is it not... Hang on. There we go. And we're slowing down a bit.
Landing permitted. Set down on landing pad 18.
Yeah, it's just been one of those days. All keen to start, and then started having all those YouTube problems, and apparently you got yourself into an accident. Not good. Hopefully you're alright. Everything's alright, and yeah. CMDR JesterArke, hello, how we doing? Thanks for joining us again. Too busy reading chat, not paying attention to my landing. Let's just reverse that up, nobody saw a thing. Okay.
Landing successful. Commence system shutdown. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
So you're all functional, everything, John? Hopefully nothing's too damaged. Hopefully I didn't miss out on much. Did I get new recommended to start drawing tablet for me to start drawing? Nice. No, you didn't miss out on anything. I've literally just started. I was just saying, unfortunately, I've been running... was running really late today.
Incoming message.
Null reputation change. We're now an ally of Null. Hooray. What I'm thinking about doing is heading back over to Laxec, which is where we've got one of our ships. Trucker Ray, hello. Just wanted to say hi. Hello. You popping into play tonight, or very broken collarbone and bruised up? Ugh. Can relate to the broken collarbones. They're not pleasant. Got honeydews for about an hour. Well, if you do jump in, I'm in group again if you want to jump in and do a bit of a run. I'm heading over to Laxec. I want to start... Oh, I want to try and finish getting this mining vessel up and running. So, you know, I may need somebody to help me out with the protection of the mining vessel. I'm noticing as well that my view count isn't displaying correctly. You can give me a moment. I'm going to try and get that fixed up. Yeah, it's saying I got none in there. Sounds great to see you in a bit. Yeah, not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. I'm going to try and get this view counter working again. Let's see. Yeah, advertising. Ignore all that. Very odd. I'm gonna hazard a guess and say whatever the problem is something to do with the issue YouTube's been having. One of the reasons we did start so late was because of said issues. It's telling me, it's literally telling me, I'm looking on YouTube at the moment, and it's telling me I've got nobody watching. Very odd indeed. How's the weather in Australia? It's pretty rainy in India. It's the cause of the accident. Well, where I am, it's been pretty good. It's sort of spit and rained a little bit, but no, otherwise not too bad. Unfortunately, the weather's been triggering the crap out of my arthritis, but let's see. Nope, it's showing I've got people watching if I look at it here. For those of you who aren't sure what I'm talking about, YouTube's been having issues for the last 12 hours as far as I know. I've read some people saying it's been having issues for a good 24. I couldn't even access my channel until maybe 30 minutes ago, so I didn't even think I was going to be able to stream it all tonight, unfortunately. But no, apparently I am. Ooh. Livery. I got a thing. Not much of a thing, but it's a thing nonetheless. Not the paint job, we want engine detailing. Hehe. Purple engine detailing. Not that I'm going to see it overly much at the moment. I really should figure out how to do the camera thing. Yeah, YouTubers like Ark ground dinos. Let's see. I need to go into options and need to look at controls. Is it mode switches? I don't know. Cancel. Yeah, I have no idea whether or not I can set a camera suite. Ship toggle camera suite. Left control, left alt plus space. Is that what I want? And free camera is numlock. Oh, sorry, is num-o. Okay, we're going to get out into space and play with this a bit. In a moment. Mission board. Let's see if we can get a few things going our way. Oh, we got 23 mil. Should be enough to do a bit more work on our mining vessel at least. So have we got anything? Well, this is heading roughly in the right direction. What about you? Hopefully you are, because you're required. Nope. Okay, never mind. Is that what we just looked at? It is. Let's grab that anyway. We'll do that mission first. Well, those missions first. Deliver data. Get a bunch of stuff. Some more money. We did have at least one more going to Iota Cruxus, didn't we? Yes. Okay, we're going to do that, and then we're going to go and look at heading to Laxec. I just want to go and look at my ship. Launch. Looking a bit scruffy today. It's been one of those days. It's been a few of those days.
Detach confirmed. Departure authorized.
Well, I just hope that the transmissions come through okay for everyone.
Landing gear retracted.
You have cleared the no-fire zone. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Okay. Yeah, it really doesn't want to display the number of YouTube viewers I got. Really odd.
Frameshift drive charging.
I might have to redo my view counter. Billy Dutton, hello. Hi guys, there's a gathering of pilots by Earth's moon. 200 server time for tonight to commemorate the death of Martin Landau. Oh, really?
Engage.
There'd have to be a lot shown up for that. I don't have access to Sol. Unfortunately. But for anybody that does, I would definitely suggest making a move and going and have a look at that. Eee. I don't see my purpleness. Game Tech G'day, how we doing? You're done now, just sadly too far out to get there. I don't know if one of you guys can let me know. Jace, you might even know. Is there a way that I can, like, I've just put engine detailing on my vessel, and I wanted to have a look at what it actually looks like. Is there a way for me to do that? Does anybody know? Because obviously I could look at the back of my ship, but it wasn't showing me, you know, whether or not my thrusters were coloured. Or is that only in real space? That could be that problem too. So let's go find out. Okay, so we're going to deliver this, and then we're off to do some work on our mining vessel. For those of you who missed out on me saying it a few moments ago, we're starting very late. I don't know how long we'll go for. Oh, there we go. The view counter's clocked over. Ugh. Hopefully whatever issues YouTube was having have corrected themselves. Where the hell are my glasses? Thinking to myself, things look a bit fuzzier tonight. Feds everywhere. We're gonna have to clean these. Erg. Literally using your tablet as your mouse right now. I'm not going after a bloody sidewinder regardless. Even if it did have a bounty on it. I'm really not a fan of starting this late. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to start at all, and I was sitting there thinking to myself, well, would I be better off waiting and trying to do a stream in a few hours' time, like maybe around 10 AM my time? But, I don't know. I'm awake, figured what the hell. Okay. One of the reasons we want to get the mining done is so that we can unlock another engineer. I need to mine 500 tons of asteroid ore. Actually, yeah, I need to refine it, not just mine it. I'm thinking what I do, or what I might do, is do that, and anybody that's with me, I'll probably drop the cargo as I mine it, or as my cargo hold fills up at least. As I drop it, you guys will be welcome to pick it up and go cash it in. Plays much better with the HOTAS. Yes. I actually almost picked up voice attack earlier today. I still might pick it up well, almost picked it up yesterday. I still might pick it up today. I would like to try this with voice attack and pedals.
Incoming mission critical message.
Okay, 2 minutes. Which one are you? At Lawson? Okay, cool. Well, we'll land and then we might take a look at our ship.
Boarding permission granted.
Looks a bit small for where I want. Is that number 3 or number 2? Yeah, it's number 2. Number 3's up on the top here.
Landing gear deployed.
Yes, it is. Woot, 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 woot. You inherited a Satec X52 Pro from your brother. Nice. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't imagine playing this without the joystick. I've actually considered hooking my Nostromo back up as well. But the newer Belkin Nostromo, sorry, the new Razor Belkin Nostromos, I'm not a huge fan of. They're just not laid out right for my hand. They don't feel comfortable. The going back quite a few years now, probably I want to say 15 years. The old Belkin Nostromos were lovely. They fit the hand perfectly. Yeah. Not so much the ones now.
Incoming mission critical message.
6 hours to deliver that? Yeah, sure. Not a problem, buddy. You got any other in-system deliveries? Nope. Did I have anything else to hand in anyway? No, shouldn't have done. Oh, I have coffee. Lovely stuff, coffee.
Ship released. Engines engaged.
As I've said,
Landing gear
I
retracted.
had to skip last night as well, stream-wise. So just to give you guys a bit of an idea of what's going on, I haven't slept since my last stream. Eee! Bible. Actually, that's not entirely true. I've barely slept since my last stream. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Actually, you know what? Just because I can. Am I out of the Doovdad zone? I want to say yes. Yeah, that doesn't look like much. That's still kind of cool though. That's the first time I've ever actually seen my ship in flight. Whee! So we're gonna go to Drebble. Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I think in 2 days I've had 2 to 3 hours of sleep, and that's not all at once. If I seem a little bit sluggish or anything like that tonight, that's why. Not too far away, we could go for it. Meh. I'm not going to do my normal, ooh, look, a shiny, and end up flying a million light years in the wrong direction. Not today. We've got a goal. We've got a goal, and we've got a moderately restricted time frame in which to complete it. Pre-warning, if anybody is watching on Mixer, a lot of the messages that I type or that the broadcasting bot decides to send aren't going to show up correctly in Mixer. You'll only get them, a lot of them, on the display in the top of, or the chat window on the top. For some reason, although there's a lot of stuff we can target. What the hell? For some reason, there is a lot of trouble going on between the Restream chat and Mixer chat. Don't know why. It just is what it is. Really? George Romero has passed away too. Oh, holy crap. Everybody's friendly here. Okay, let's get this going. It's a fair distance away. $77 he was. Where are we? Martin Landau was 89. Wow. Woot. New hostile ships in range. Maybe the wedding barge is hostile. I've only seen that happen once. No, okay, twice. Dearly beloved, we're gathered here to... If I'm not happy, no one's gonna be happy.
Hull integrity compromised.
Okay. Where'd it go? My apologies. They're still getting ready for the ceremony. They'll never see me coming. We are going to want to close up a bit more on them though. Okay. Let me let you in a little secret. You've just made a big mistake. No, I don't know. Doesn't look very mistakey to me. Oh well. The bride and the groom just spent the rest of their lives together.
Cargo scoop deployed.
And it looks like we're going to get a few components out of it as well. I suppose some part of me should feel bad about interrupting the wedding. Okay. And here was me saying I wasn't going to get distracted by shinies. Oops. Well, there was 2 of that. Apparently not.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Here comes the bride.
Frameshift drive charging.
There goes a piece of the bride.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Kathumpa. Prepare for a loop of shame. Okay. Normally I wouldn't, but it's in a wing of 3. That just makes sense, right? 3 less pirates in the galaxy? I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for, you know, the rest of the universe. Imperial Eagle is the front ship. If I'd gotten that approach angle better, we could have done this already. Forgot how long it takes sometimes to catch up once you know, once they get out of gravitational range, and then you've got to as well. You know what? Stuff that. Rest of the galaxy can suck it. Aaron Under, hello again. Thank you for jumping in and joining us once again. Hopefully you're doing well. Rip rest of the galaxy. That's alright. I don't think 2 Sidewinders and an Imperial Eagle are going to do too much damage in the grand scheme of things. Well, hopefully not anyway. Doing great yourself? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. And it's been a bit of a day, so we started late. Very, very late. Well, early, but late. Okay. And we're off to do a bit of work kitting out our mining vessel via a couple of cargo drop-offs.
Lakon, Juliet Echo Sierra. This is Federal Flight
Good to hear, though.
You're clear for approach. Ensure you submit a request before touching down, Commander.
It is always better to be doing well than not.
Cleared. Proceed to landing pad 4-5.
Setting up for some mining? Yeah, indeed. I've got a second ASP at Laxex Station, and I've not done any mining before. So, I've been sort of slowly setting that up to go and do some zipping around. Yeah, it's not going to be set up, you know, 100% entirely just mining. We've got 2 mining lasers on it, but we've also got 4 pulse lasers. Because, you know, I don't want to leave myself entirely defenseless. What the hell is this platform? It says 45. 22. Oh, it's down the back. I have trouble seeing the blue. But yeah, Trucker Ray should be hopefully joining us again a little bit later. Yeah, defense. Yeah, exactly. Like, because I do play predominantly by myself, you know, I want to at least have a chance of fending off things that attack me. Sorry. Yes, I could go for the, you know, cut and run sort of setup. But, as most people who've been watching me for any length of time can attest, I'm really bad at convincing myself to run away. And usually by the time I do convince myself to run away, it's way too late. Yeah, let's hand these in. One. 2. And 3. Should be all of them. Yes'ms. Wonderful. Okay, so let's get back to the galaxy map. And we'll see if there's anything on the way. Yeah, I'm probably the opposite. I try to escape too early, then get killed anyway. That's alright. There's nothing wrong with that. It's, yeah. I know many players that have pretty much perfected the art of getting the hell out. Nope. That's off the track. What about you? Oh, I suppose that's not too far off course, is it? No, that one's a bit too far. No, they're both 2 jumps. Okay, let's not. One thing I do want to look at. Now, I did mention that if I've got any other ships in the area while I'm doing this mining, what I'll probably be doing is as soon as my cargo holds are full, I'll pretty much drop everything I'm carrying for, you know, others to pick up. With the exception of certain materials, which I'll hold on to for myself, but yeah. Because one of the goals behind the mining, besides the fact that I haven't done it before, so this is going to be a new experience for me, is that we are trying to unlock a new engineer. He is probably win most encounters that I end up running away from. You know, Vulture, once your shields go down or get close, running.
Landing gear retracted.
I assume you're using, oops. I assume you're using biweaves.
Caution. Refrain from unsafe maneuvers, Commander. You're all clear. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Sorry, ship. Didn't mean to run into you. Should probably pay that fine when we land. Ah, my eye is causing me all sorts of grief tonight.
4, 3,
Why? Kitty cat's left me a little treat in my glasses. Yeah, biowaves, yeah. Now, we're not going all out for scanning, but we will grab the system and then the star. Might as well have at least something we can hand in. Yeah, so we're going to have to fly around this. Hello? Torval. Friggin' Torval. Imperial Courier. Oh, okay. Obviously, we're in Imperial space. That would make sense. I'm too used to the Imperial ships being wanted. Yeah, I don't know if I want to go after a master. I'm not that confident in my abilities. Not yet, anyway.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, the bioweaves that I'm using at the moment regen and reactivate a lot slower than normal due to the engineering that I've had done on them. I have got one of my multi-cannons that I need to do a bit of additional engineering on as well. At the moment, it's generating additional heat, and the effect itself serves no purpose for me. Specialized security firmware, or whatever the hell it's called. Ooh, it seems the stream's dropped out. Okay, looks like the stream's come back on again.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, stream went down for a few seconds. Yeah, I just noticed it up. I'm hoping it was an isolated incident.
4, 3, 2.
For those unaware, YouTube itself has been having hiccups and downright problems for at least the last half a day. This probably happens often to other YouTubers. Well, I know I tried to access my channel earlier today, and yeah, I couldn't even get into my channel. And then I got onto Twitter to see if anybody else was having problems. Messaged a few other YouTube buddies of mine in different parts of the world, and yeah, it was worldwide, pretty widespread. Notice that, could hardly get onto YouTube for all, yeah. Yep. Now people left, right and centre all of a sudden like, what the hell's going on? And the general gist of it was YouTube had been running really, really poorly for quite some time, and then all of a sudden for a lot of us it just stopped. I could find, for example, I could find my videos manually but I couldn't go to my channel, and so I couldn't look them up via my channel or anything like that. I had to know the names of the videos. It said I had no subscribers at all, which apparently a lot of other people had as well. Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
My apologies for the yawning. I've mentioned before I am a yawner anyway, but partially due to medically induced issues. But at this point in time, I'm yawning because I'm literally quite tired. Which also sort of leads me to think I probably won't be doing a particularly long stream tonight. I love YouTube here. Okay. I've had a lot of friends that have sort of said to me, why don't I just go, you know, ditch YouTube entirely and go full Twitch or something like that. And at the end of the day, YouTube's where we started as a channel. It's where I've got most of you guys. I love multi-streaming, which is something that I would have to stop doing if I was to go full Twitch. Don't worry about the yawning and stuff, thanks. It's it gets embarrassing, because especially when it is a medication trigger, it can get pretty damn crazy. What is my jump range? I think it's about 25, give or take.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I think it's like 23 to 25 or something. Oh, everything seems to be irritating me tonight. Ugh. Understandable, sure, don't mind. Thanks. Yeah, it's appreciated. So we want St. Japans. I'm pretty sure this is where I left it. Now, I can't remember if I can do any more mods here, if I could go elsewhere with it. I have a really annoying feeling I'm gonna have to ship it somewhere else. Hi, hello. Doing a JesterArke? Thank you very much. Keeping it up is certainly what I intend to do. Everything's friendly. Atika. Dolphins are another one of those vessels that are often small enough that they're barely worth the effort. Ooh! We're about to be interdicted. Well, let's put ourselves a bit further away from the station. Make it a bit easier for our mate to catch up with us. In lurk mode the whole time? I had a feeling you were, Hein. You usually say goodbye if you're not around. Okay. What is it? A novice federal dropship. Okie dokie. Apparently we're fighting a dropship.
Under attack.
Come on, buddy. You could have at least said hello. Really? Stay still so I can scan you, please. For crying out loud.
Scan detected.
And he's done.
Scan.
Put off chopper, yeah. Is this game worth it? Hello, Reaper, thank you very much for joining us. I believe it is. It all comes down to, yeah, you and what sort of game you're looking for, really.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Okay. It's a very, it's a very grindy game. You're not going to get anywhere fast. Well, that's not entirely true. If you do get anywhere fast, then chances are you've skipped copious amounts of content. But that being said, the amount of freedom that this game gives you is amazing. And it's certainly not a game that you're ever going to sit there and go, I've got nothing to do. But I mean, yeah. Is it worth it? I believe so. The only Reaper, be a little slow to start, got to keep in mind. So yeah. Just bought it and haven't got a clue. I like grind games though, yeah. Well, this has got that, and it's, as I said, ridiculously versatile. I mean, if you want to go...
Retracted.
Let's stop flying for a sec. If you want to go something down the line of full combat, which is what I did the first time I played it, you can do so. Go full bounty hunting or become a pirate, anything like that. On the other hand, if you want to do, if you want to be a trader, you can do that. Avoid as much combat as possible. You can go do mining exclusively to make your money. You can become an intergalactic bus driver, for crying out loud, It's got a bit of everything, which is sort of what I'm doing at the moment, a very slow, meandering approach with this commander. I did scrap my old save and start all over again. Jade, welcome. You got nothing to do, time to log into Elite. Lovely, lovely, lovely. No, it's got a bit of everything, but give yourself time. Don't expect to master everything at once.
Frameshift drive charging.
Lux2K, hello.
3.
I'm partial to get rich quick schemes myself. Yeah.
Engage.
Like there's plenty of them out there, but yeah, you tend to skip large amounts of content early on. And personally, I like my sort of really slow, meandering approach. But that sort of comes down to exactly as I've said. The game is very much one that provides you with, how do you want to play? Okay, well, chances are you can play it that way. Accidentally clicked home button. Yeah, the amount of versatility in this game is amazing. And that's something that really can be said for the entire series, going right back to the original. If you want to go out and be an explorer and get systems that have got your name on them, then go do that. Literally, go pick a direction and fly. Kit your ship up so that it's capable of doing ridiculously long journeys without having to stop off anywhere. But on the same note, you've got to make the money to get to that point. We're just checking to see if anything's got a bounty or two on it before we put down. Like that. Asp Scout. Yeah, why not? Scan him on the way through. Where's that other dude gone? Hopefully he didn't jump out on us. Wrong is my plan. Waiting on repair limpets though before I head out. Yes. The finger slipped in such an odd way that I donated it. Thank you very much. That is amazingly appreciated. Holy crap, thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, that's... I'm going redder than usual. Thank you. Let's try and get this vessel up and running. I always feel like such a goose whenever, you know, or anything like that, because I never know what to say, so... All good, hoping you take off in the future. Much appreciated. On behalf of both myself and Bale, the channel's co-founder. Plus enjoying the content, thank you. We do have a new game that will be starting up hopefully this coming weekend. Not dropping Elite Dangerous by any means. This will be in addition to Elite. And hopefully we'll be seeing a bit more of Bale. Although maybe not for a little while. Her work schedules are just hectic at the moment. Trying to organise to do some co-op work with Hannibal from the channel Hannibal Show. He's a Norwegian YouTuber and multi-streamer. We've got some stuff in the works that'll hopefully be beginning very shortly. Yeah, again, thank you. Gets us a closer again to our goal. Nope, and now my broadcast is kicking in and speaking to everybody. That's cool. Yeah. Like, I know we've been playing pretty much the one game pretty much constantly lately, but it always was intended to be a more variety-based channel. There just hasn't been a huge amount that sort of jumped out and grabbed our attention recently. We've had a few little games here and there that we've jumped in and played. I know if she gets the chance to, Bale did want to play a bit more colony survival later in the week.
Lakon, Juliet Echo Sierra. Federal flight control is now online. Follow sanctioned docking procedures within port confines.
Okay.
Okay, Commander. Your assigned landing pad is number 38.
38. It's got better and better in Planet Coaster. Very cool, Hyde. Very cool.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh. My ears are still feeling very flushed, and not just because they're in headphones.
Uh, 2,000 meters from touchdown.
Okay, let's see if this was where I was thinking it is. I've got ships all over the place.
Docking confirmed. Power down your engines. Good to have you, Commander.
So if we go into our shipyard... No, this isn't where we've got it. Where the hell did we leave it? It says it's here. Gasp Explorer. Where did I leave the damn thing? Does it tell me here? So you know what? It'll tell me here. Huh? That's telling me my asp is in Shamo, which is where I actually thought it was initially. Could it? Yeah, we're all seeing this, aren't we? That there's no indication that I've got a ship there. Nine jumps. Ugh. Fail source. Actually, before I go in here, what cargo am I carrying? Can get rid of some of that. Dod, possibly a filter to show hide the icon for ships. What I have a feeling it might be is I shipped the other asp over there, but I never went and claimed it. This is where I shipped it from. I've been having a few hiccups here and there with the map since the last... Actually, I've been having a few hiccups here and there with the game since the last update. Okay, are you on the way? Not even remotely. Nope. Nope. Just finished soldering together a new elite controller. All works, so happy. Well, look at you being all technical and stuff. Well, feel free to knock me together some pedals while you're at it. Still have to write the firmware.
Incoming message.
If it helps, I need firmware. Okay. Why did I vibrate? Is it junk mail o'clock? It is junk mail o'clock. It's roughly on the hour. Ugh. Just have you had a chance to try out VR at all? I have not. I've yeah, I've never had luck with VR in the past. Partially due to really wonky eyesight and back of the eye issues. But I have been told that the newer generation of VR headsets and stuff don't tend to trigger the problems as much.
Landing gear retracted.
It's something that Bale and I have been sort of considering and looking into. And we're not ruling it out yet, but yeah. I would love to get in and try it, but for this and for this and Subnautica are two games that I would really love to try out in VR. As I said, whether or not my eyeballs would cooperate is another matter entirely.
Frameshift drive charging.
All clear. Hope to see you again, Commander.
4, 3.
Only problem is they cost an arm and a leg at times. Yeah, well, there's definitely that too. In the grand scheme of things, that's probably the biggest setback on it. But yeah, as you can see down the bottom of the screen, I mean, we've got our channel goal at the moment. Once we've got that one completed, sort of the next goal's already set, which is a new rig. Which we need one full new rig to replace Bale's potato, and we need to do some pretty decent, like, yeah, we need a new graphics card and a few other things for my rig. So that'll pretty much be our next goal. We were talking about adding VR in after that, maybe that. One thing with Elite though, the ships are a lot bigger than they look. Who was it that was telling me that? Can't remember, but yeah, someone was saying that. But let us walk around, then I hope we can see the scale. I heard that they're talking about bringing in the being able to walk around thing again. They've been talking again about potentially bringing it in.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm still just keen for NPC pilots that can pilot your ships as opposed to just your drones. Well, I think, as I've said before, though, it would have to be very heavily restricted on what they're capable of doing. Apparently next year they might be adding it or something. Yeah, they've said that in the past though, and then they've gone, oh nah, maybe not. Like, I really hope they do. I can't believe we flew all the way out there chasing that marker. The damn thing's in Shamo. A lot more stuff with NPCs and interactions, yeah. My apologies. But it would be very easy to be exploited though. And to become, or to make things very unbalanced. So yeah, they're gonna have to be very careful just how much, or just how capable, I suppose, they make NPC pilots.
Frameshift drive charging.
Maybe higher rebuy costs if an NPC in one anaconda and me in another. CZ would be empty. Yeah. Or maybe limit the size of the ship they can pilot, or I don't know.
2, 1, engage.
Well, my thing on that would be, you know, have maybe one at most NPC pilot that could pilot a ship. Still be able to have another one that could maybe pilot a drone. Sure, so three including you in total. But I wouldn't give them any additional abilities outside of what the drone pilots can essentially do. You know, guard me, attack this. Maybe have it so they can't fly multi-pilot class ships, or maybe nothing above medium-sized ships or something.
Frameshift
I don't know.
drive charging.
Specialized pilots maybe can only fly certain ships, or some better than others.
4, 3,
Depending on the ships, the cost could change maybe. Yeah.
engage.
Yep. See, I like the idea of them being the same as the pilots we've got now, in that if you hire a completely useless pilot and train them up over the time, they're going to cost you less to maintain than if you just hire an expensive pilot to begin with. That I like, and I hope they stick with. I don't know. Maybe the rank of the pilot could have something to do with what sort of ship they could fly.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, jumping through to the Walgle. We'll land here and get some refueling done.
4, 3,
But I mean, I still wouldn't want to see
engage.
players being allowed to have more than one. You know, having one player with their own big, you know, NPC wing of ships. It'd just get a bit too much, I think. Okay. Or could you imagine NPC, like you're flying, as Jade said, maybe an Anaconda, and you've got 2 NPCs flying Anacondas. Each of those NPCs then have fighter pilots in them. Put an NPC in a hauler and use them as a collector limpet. See, that I'd be fine with. Or even once combat's finished or anything like that, just have it so that they can go and pick up loot. That would be fine. No matter of federal corvettes. Yeah, see that could get a bit crazy. Yeah, they'd have to be very strict on how they can be applied, I would think. Its name's Bacon. Red Snake. Okay, we want to come in from the top. None of them really interest me. Come on. One thing I'm going to say though, if they are going to bring in the ability to walk around in vessels, they really, really need to give us the ability to customize our bodies. Because as it stands currently, I reckon they look horrible. The character models are kind of dodgy. Only 4 jumps left. 4 jumps to Shamo. Okay.
submit a
Okay.
request before landing.
I was planning to.
Landing permission granted. Proceed to landing pad 08.
Spandex for days. It's, yeah, I don't know. The body shape itself just seems off.
Landing gear deployed.
3,000 meters from touchdown.
Scan detected.
Platform 8. How good is it at the back? Yeah, they can look a little not right, I guess.
Landing complete. Deploying ground services. Enjoy your stay, Commander.
Like from side on, sure. But yeah, looking at it from front on, it's like they've got the light hitting the wrong spot or something. And, you know, head to body ratio is just off. I don't know. Smiley face. Let's go with the headgear off for a while. Okay, have we got any missions that are going our way? As usual, it doesn't hurt to check. Wow, I just noticed the head to body ratio now. It makes it look really weird. You're gonna notice it. If it helps, it was pointed out to me as well. And since then, you can't unsee it. We checked. That says, yeah, we did. Okay, I'm not gonna fly off the beaten track just for a couple of deliveries. Sorry, guys. Okay, so we haven't got too far to go from here. 4 jumps to Shamo. Okay, I've been at it for 80 minutes, so a little bit under the 90-minute mark. What we might do, I'm going to go for my leg stretch. Go make another cup of coffee while I'm at it. When we get back, we'll finish our journey to Shamo and get the last of the upgrades done, hopefully on the mining vessel. I am going to be relying on those of you with mining experience to sort of help me finish kitting out the ship. And then we'll go out and, yeah, try and get some mining done. Don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back. And we're back. Okay. Chair's in the wrong place, but that's alright. There we go. Close enough. We didn't find any extra missions, did we? No. Well, let's get out of here. Yeah, no, as I said, we actually did have a viewer that used to get really narky whenever we... Like, if I wasn't playing Ark, and with Bale playing as well, then yeah, he used to get all sorts of narky.
Ship released. Clear for egress.
The access corridor is designated a
Slow down a bit so we don't clock up another fine. I'll have to get around to paying that off, I suppose.
Landing gear retracted.
Okay. Up it. That a bit.
Way ahead is clear. FSB out.
Lovely.
Frameshift drive charging.
We ended up getting a I ended up getting a private message from him on Facebook or Twitter. I think it was on Facebook. He ended up sending a private message to the JesterArke page, and sort of just went absolutely nuts about it. And I ended up saying, you know, he said, "Why aren't you playing Ark?" And I ended up saying to him, "Because of people like you. You know, we probably won't put Ark back on the channel again because of, you know, that sort of rubbish." Welcome back, Jester. Thank you very much. Been rocking that drone base while you were gone. Let's see if we did anything to scan. Nope. And we're good. Fly around the star so we can jump again.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I think at that point as well, we were still doing, we'd sort of only just stopped doing Let's Plays regularly.
1. Engage.
Now, I know I've said it many times, but we are hoping to get back into doing LPs sooner rather than later. Would be nice, but it really has come down to the fact that there just hasn't been a lot of games that have been, I guess, tickling our fancy that much. Ultimately, I'd love to get back to doing 2 LPs, sorry, 2 live streams and an LP every day. It would be great to get back to that, but I don't see it happening just yet. Unfortunately, probably not until the channel's at the stage where it's self-sufficient. Okay. Unfortunately, at this point in time, you know, obviously adulting and the need to make ends meet and all the rest of it means that I do have to allocate time to real life stuff.
Frameshift drive charging.
Which I can honestly say I'm not a fan of. Even some of the older games, it would be kind of nice to go back to and sort of revisit as well. I did Mountain Blade Warband as an LP on the channel a while ago. I wouldn't mind doing that as a maybe once a week live stream. That's a game that I really enjoyed. Might be kind of nice to go back to it as well before Mountain Blade 2 comes out. Where's that vulture? Is the vulture part of that wing or is it a fed? Part of that wing. So 2 diamondbacks and a vulture. So we're 1 jump away from Shamo now, I think, aren't we? Yep. Once we get to Shamo, we'll go land at... Pretty sure it's Wang. Not childish at all, I swear.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ugh. What did I say we got? We got about 23 million credits. Ooh. Are you serious? Dude, how mental are you?
Under attack.
Rip Sidewinder.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, there we go. I love welcome back again. At least he's got a shield. Been interdicted by a few without one.
4, 3, 2.
I always get my hopes up whenever anything interdicts me that it's going to be something, you know, of a decent size that I could still handle. Whenever it's a Sidewinder or an Eagle, it's just like, oh, really? But yeah, I've seen it. I've been grabbed by a few that have had no shield as well. Where is it? There it is, Wang. Now, I don't think I'm going to do any engineering at this point in time with the mining vessel. You can hit the next hostile button to see who interdicts you. I know. If they're going to the hassle of trying to interdict me, though, I might as well, you know, congratulate them. And if it is something like a Sidewinder, then it's literally going to be faster just to stop, kill it, and get going again. Half the time that it is to try and get away from it. Did it just jump on us? It did. How rude. Damn it. Saw Elite Cobra and I got my hopes up. I submit, especially when flying the Python. That's it. I mean, it's very rare that I'll get interdicted by anything that I can't take. Not saying it never happens. I do have to get my combat rank up.
Security compromised.
Hey, buddy. One thing I will say about gimbaled weapons that I have mentioned before, but it's, I don't know, I think it's sort of worth mentioning, is that it's sort of like using a shotgun. If you're going to use gimbaled weapons, you're better off trying to get up fairly close to them. Oops. See, from here I'm barely hitting it. Oh, no you don't.
Target shields offline. Target shields offline. Target destroyed.
Combat rank is how many you kill and what rank theirs was, yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, I think I'm only ranked as
Ready to engage.
competent at the moment.
4, 3,
Once we get to Super Cruise, I'll have a look.
1. Engage.
Yeah, competent at 69%. As we regularly see though, I mean, I don't go out of my way to go after big targets. And I do try and sort of gauge them. Okay, so time to figure out what we need to get this ship finished. Tried combat zones yet? I used to do them heaps in the past. I've only dropped into one so far since I started playing again. Yeah, with my previous commander, I used to love dropping into them. Okay. So I know I need prospecting and collector limpets. Still got to install them on the new ASP. Can't remember what else though. I think I'm rocking a Byweave again, but instead of a level 6, it's only a level 5. We've got a size 6 cargo pod.
Lakon Juliet Echo Sierra. This is Federal Flight Control. Request docking if you wish to land.
Okay, I will.
Request approved. Assigned to landing pad 20.
Thank you. You go mining. That's what we're just setting up to try and do. Outside of the tutorial, I've actually not done any mining in the past. Yeah, we need to mine. I think we need to refine 500 tons of ore. In order to unlock another engineer.
Sector. Caution is advised.
Ow.
Avoid unnecessary destruction.
Okay.
Touchdown. Deploying ground services. Have a productive visit, Commander.
Fun begins.
Hull repaired.
Ow. Yeah, that one. Celine Jean. And main reason I want to unlock her is because of the upgrades to hull reinforcements and armor. Okay. Okay, let's swap our ship over. So currently our mining ship's worth 10.676 mil. She also gives access to a few other good engineers. Nice. Nice. Okay. So we are after... Oh. That. And that. Actually, first things first, before we do anything else. Purple engines. I didn't buy purple engines not to use them. Okay, so we've got 2 small pulse lasers, 2 small mining lasers, and 2 medium pulse lasers. And the utility mounts, we've got a kill warrant scanner. I'm going to put in 3 shield boosts. Is what I'm thinking. What are they going to set us back? 281 each. We'll go at 2 for now. Core internals. So we've still got the lightweight bulkheads. I can't remember where we went to get the better ones. Okay. Five B's the best they got here. Yeah. So I need to find somewhere with a 5A. Not gonna bother upgrading the sensor suite, I don't think. That doesn't really seem all that necessary for us. Oh, crap. So yeah, we've got a size 6 cargo rack, size 5 bi-weave. You got no power? Yeah, that's sort of what I was thinking. I said we're not going into it for combat. I just want it to be combat capable if we need to. So what we need now is, from my understanding, I'm going to need collector limpets, prospecting limpets, and a refinery. So one of the questions I've got here, would I be better off going for a smaller bi-weave shield and putting in a bigger refinery. Mining, better go size for... Oh, yeah. Well, let's try that then. Let's store that for now. Hmm. A gives many bins. Question I've got, do I go for my normal bi-weave or do I go for an actual standard shield generator? I reckon I go for my standard. Which is, yeah, the bi-weave. Well, what's the difference here? A 3A gives me 2 active limpets. Well, they don't have any size 2s here anyway. They go for fighting, mine far from the res and no pirates there. Yeah. Well, I've got it. I want the ship set up so that if I do get jumped, you know, I can still protect myself. Collection of limpets. So we've only got 1s or 3s, so we're going to go 3s. Aren't I better off having more limpets than less? Let's look at the refinery things. Just run, but I don't want to. That's not how I play. What was I just looking for? Looking for refineries. So size 4s are the largest here. Which would give us 9 bins. Oh, the collectors actually go up to a 4. Oh, it could go up to a 5. I could have 3. So 1 is enough for that. Okay, well, let's do this. Prospecting limpet. Okay, so we'll try a size 1 prospecting limpet. Okay, we'll go a size 3 then for the collector. So you reckon additional cargo? We're just over max power usage there, but that's assuming everything is up and out. Which it won't be, obviously, because if we're using the... Like, I'll put the mining lasers on a separate channel. I don't need the kill warrant scanner on there either, realistically. Ah, stuff it, I'll keep it there. Okay, so let's look at this. Yep, that's all good. Mining lasers on number 2 there. Yeah, I could, but if I don't need to, then I won't. Should I have the limpets on the same... Sorry. Same channel as my mining lasers? You remember, I've got no knowledge whatsoever of how the limpets work. Absolutely none. So I'm likely to do... Okay. So say that. Actually, I can't put the kill warrant scanner back there anyway. So we've got our four pulse lasers on fire group 1. Group 2 is stuff that we realistically won't really use. And group 3 is... Group 3 is our 2 mining lasers. Group 4 is our collector and prospector. Put the mining on the same group? Okay. Oh. Okay. We're in squish 5. Yep, we've got asteroids in here. What's the buyback on this? Not even a mil. Too many groups is confusing. Okay. Well, shall we go and figure out what the hell I'm doing? I reckon so. What time is it? Yeah, it's 5 AM. Holy crapples. Where am I going to mine? Just locally to begin with. Just to sort of test it out.
Ship detach complete. Follow the greens on your way out.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, as I said, I was just going to jump into a belt cluster to begin with. I just want to see how it handles and functions more than anything else at this point in time.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh, Ray's come back online. No doubt we'll see him very shortly.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
I do have to remember that I'm not flying my tank. Nothing to mine belt classes. No, as I said, it was literally a case of I was going to test out just maneuverability, whatever else. I'll tell you what, let's galaxy map it. Truck array, that took longer than I expected. What did I miss? Not very much at all. We flew all the way over to Laxac, where it said our ship was. We got there and it turned out it wasn't. It was actually over in Shamo. So we've just arrived in Shamo and done some kitting out of our mining vessel. Stop being a pain in the butt, Desiet. Let's go to Desiet.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I'm now in the Squish 5 instead of the Squish 4. We have our purple engines. Well, purple colouring.
3, 2, 1. Engage.
Ow. I can't even remember if there was any mining. Yeah, but how far away is that going to be? Okay, let's lock that in then. Wood. So it'll be 2 jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. What do you owe me another apology for? And do I still want some air cover?
2.
I'm not going to say no. We'll yeah. Let me test out how I move, and I'll probably try and meet you somewhere in the middle. The community goal button I could have pushed. If I'd seen it, so your bounties would have been counted towards. That's alright. I got just under 6 mil for it, so I was pretty okay with it. We'll know for next time.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. Yeah, open system, and look at the ringed planets. Yeah, well, Rano flying around in the resource zones 2 streams ago? 3 streams ago. I think 3 streams ago now. Might have been 2 streams ago, 3 days ago. Just refreshing the page. Do you want some cover when you mine? We could share the bounties if we're in a wing. Give me a chance to just try this out in the first place, and then we'll fly over and try and meet you somewhere in the middle, and we'll do exactly that. You know, or I could just go resource extraction sites like this. Gotcha. Don't they usually tell us if they're high risk or whatever? All the ringed planets. Which one did we suggest? 1 or 3? Well, that's 2. Resource extraction zone high. No! Resource sites were what I was thinking for a laugh. Love is scanning all day. Yeah. Yeah, no, what I meant was, like, pick one of the resource extraction sites and then come out of warp beside it. Okay. Ring type rocky, metal rich, rocky, icy, and icy. Pristine reserves on 4. Pristine reserves on 6. 2. First one was metallic. Well, so this one, metal rich, pristine. Is that what we're going for? I assume so. Yeah, that was where the extraction zones were that I had targeted. And I can feel that this isn't my normal asp. The inner ring is metallic, that's where we want to go. Gotcha. But this one only shows 1 ring. 1, not 2. Okay. That initial time when you've swapped over to a new ship. Ugh. So we want the inner ring. Gotcha. Oh, yep, I see the 2 defined rings. So we want that really small one. And we don't want to go into the high res. Follow movement in a ring, slow down at low speed, go into the middle of the ring, very slow. Did I? Did I have to buy them separately? Okay, before we go anywhere else, where do I find that out? I know we bought the limpet modules. Okay. Sell your cargo. Really? 4 items is going to make that much of a difference? See, this is why I wanted to do this on a stream. Because I would have no... Well, I do have no clue whatsoever with the mining. Pirates will attack you if you have anything. I suppose that's right. I'm not flying my tank. I keep forgetting I'm meant to be avoiding pirates if I can this time. Incidentally, hello and welcome to everybody that has joined us. And a huge thank you to everybody that's stuck with us. Okay. So what's the go? Will I have to replace the limpets every time I come back to a station, or are they going to work sort of the same way as the drone fighters do and just sort of replace themselves?
Lakon, Juliet Echo, Sierra. Please submit a landing request on approach, Commander. Access granted. Proceed to Bay 03.
Buy limpets for half your cargo. I'm guessing they're still like single use.
Landing gear deployed.
How much cargo do you have? 96? So we're looking at 48 limpets.
Ship is on the ground. Perform landing checklist. You are most welcome, Commander.
Ah, yep, okay. Oh, hang on. Let's sell those things. So, we're suggesting I buy 48 of them. So confirming half the inventory space is limpets. Okay, we'll go 45 then. Okay, let's get back out there to that ring. What's the do you have prospector control? Yes. Yep.
Disengage from landing pad. Maintain correct lane on exit.
What's your cargo capacity on your Anaconda?
To ensure safety within the station, be considerate.
Landing gear retracted.
You have left the no-fire zone. Have a safe journey.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Or whichever other ship actually you think it is that you are most likely going to bring to my rescue. As I said, I'm thinking all I've got to do for this engineer is refine 500 ore. Start mining after they scan. Gotcha. Current setup very small. When I trade with it was around 400-ish. Because I mean, yeah, as I said, would the idea I had before be viable of, as in me just mining and refining my 500 ore and just sort of dropping it as my cargo fills up? So we're nice and slowing it into the belt. Okay. Use prospectors on every rock or shoot mining lasers, check one fragment, and if good, shoot the prospector. Well, as long as there's lots of system authority vessels.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
That's alright. We expected this to happen. My apologies.
Scan detected.
Actually. Okay. So with the priorities, this is a high security system. I didn't drop near the high security thing though. I mean, I get that it's high security thing. Anyway, what am I? Okay, with the power, with the priorities, what do I want it on to shut them down? So let's put, yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm asking how the priorities actually work in the first place, because telling me they need to be a higher priority isn't going to do me much good if I can't figure out what the other ones need to be on to automatically shut them off or turn them on at certain stages. No, my understanding of it was that things like the threes would need to be, I mean, you would need 3 pips in weapons in order to activate them. That was what it was suggested to me that they meant. See, I would assume I don't really need the data link scanner up and running all that much. Okay, so the lower they are, the... Okay. Not enough... Yep. What I was trying to... Okay. What I'm trying to figure out... So I was under the understanding, and obviously, apparently it seems the incorrect understanding, that the priorities were related... I thought the priorities were related to the pip systems. Or to the pips. In which case, come over here. Asp Explorer. 5A. Power. Given priorities are not linked. Okay. Well, see, that's one of the things that I was, yeah, I obviously misinterpreted when someone was talking about it previously, having not had done anything with it myself in the past. Okay, what do I want? I want... Okay, let's look for where I can get modules. Stations. Okay. We want a 5A. We are currently in... for those wondering, I've got EDDB open. A Bloomfield ring will give me the power plant that I want. Obviously, I won't grab it yet. I'll wait till we've done a bit of mining. Okay, you now have enough power for everything. Well, obviously I don't if I've got things shut down. Yeah, I've got things deactivated. So what's the go? Do I just target any of these? Or is it going to show up specific ones to go for? Remember, complete and utter mining noob. We're going into this as an entirely new experience. I know it's not needed for mining. I'm aware of that. It's needed for kill warrant scanning, which I'm very, used to doing. But if I've got to be shutting systems off at all, then obviously I don't have enough power to run everything. And the whole point is, if I get a small ship that comes in, scans me, and tries to jump me now, I'm going to want to scan it before I kill it. Okay, cool. So any of these rocks. Lovely. Droids flying towards planets so you don't go for rocks you already visited. So what's the range on things like the limpets? Can't lock into a rock, yeah. Yeah, small shields. Dude, I've... Okay, so from here, shoot the limpet. Yeah, whatever.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Okay. Interesting. Why are they not firing at all? Can target the limpet drone? Yeah, well, I've got that targeted now. My question is, why are my mining lasers not firing? Literally, mining lasers are not firing at all. Let's try and put them on a thing. Yes, yes I do. No, shitballs, I did too. I meant to set them up. Ah, crap balls. Thank you for noticing that, incidentally, because I originally got them for something else. Thank you. I'm gonna back away a little bit here. So I would assume, once things are out and about like this, I would just launch the collector limpets, correct? Is that the case? And they'll spend the next however long out zooming around collecting things.
Programming limpet drone. Cargo scoop deployed. Collector limpet expired.
I have nothing selected in cargo scoop open. Okay, cool. So literally just that. And so what, then it'll just automatically spend the next however long flying around picking up bits and pieces?
Programming limpet drone.
Really disorientating with the spin of the asteroid. I keep thinking I'm going to crash straight into it even though I'm not moving and it's not getting any closer. Okay, yeah, I noticed that it tells me how much is left in there. Okay. You won't be able to on here, Hein. This is all links are disabled. Okay. There we go. Dude, I had the targeted, the prospector targeted before. I'm aware of the fact that it's going to tell me how much is left. That's not even remotely what I'm interested in right now. Okay. So none of that's been refined, correct? Or is that going into the materials? Which means it's not counting towards that. Let's not shoot our limpets. Okay, cool. So that one's clocked over our first one now. Sweet. So in that case, it means I've picked up materials as well as refinable stuff. You can't shoot them? Oh, good. Because they were flying through the little doodads. It is still really disorientating the way that that's spinning. They're just zipping around grabbing everything. That's kind of cool. Okay. So what would I have picked up then that would have filled up my materials? Yep, that's been stated, and I was already aware of that one.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
So, okay, so cool. Iron carbon. No. So we can still get those as materials from these. Neat. So it's pretty much a case of being similar to what we can mine from the planet, plus actual cargo-based resources. Is that correct? So I think the planetary mining only gives us materials, doesn't it?
Asteroid depleted.
Drop some materials, able to pick something, get stuck by. Okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, send it through, Ray, by all means. So, moving on to the next rock. And as suggested, we are moving in a roughly towards the planet-based direction. Ah, yep, I saw how that was. So if I drop these, are they going to then try and pick them back up again? Like if I drop a bunch of the vanadium, one of those collector drones just going to go and pick it back up. Cool. Yeah. Ray, you vanished. There we go. Where was that damn... How did I lose a damn planet? There it is. Okay, so let's go look at this one then. So, can we tell the things like the prospectors to die? Oh, that's been completed. This is going to take a damn long time. Okay.
Collector limpet expired.
Okay. External lights on.
Collector limpet expired. Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged.
Things to follow you until the time limit. Prospector dies when you fire a new one. Wonderful.
Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
I can do that indeed. That should be done. Been building the park nearly a month now. Nice. Let's go see how this, where is it? Prospector's doing. I suppose I should probably stop digging for a bit and let them catch up. Because there's a whole lot of bits and pieces out here. Am I mining? Yes, I am. Well, attempting to. Now let's see what that looks like. Okay. So is that one of our resources flying away? Or is that another ship? That's another ship. Okay. Do you use special weapon? Yes, you use a mining laser. Well, mining lasers. And we've got little drones running around picking it all up. Hey, here's a curious little question. Can you get the collector limpets to only pick up items as opposed to items isn't the right word. If I was to drop cargo, could raised limpets be set to only pick up that cargo? If that makes sense. Or would that only work by targeting the cargo?
Scan detected. Scan detected.
If you want to do the helpy bit, Ray, any moment now. Rascal.
Under attack. Cargo scoop retracted.
If you fight, yeah, I got that bit. I was meaning, can they be told to only collect certain types of stuff? So, trying to explain what I'm trying. No, they can't. Okay, cool. Dang it! Unfortunately, I don't know which asteroid I was mining on. It is a pity you can't mark them. Yeah, knew that one. Right? I was meaning more, you know, I could be mining and dropping cargo as I go, and then you have your collector limpets picking up whatever I drop only. They collect everything. Yeah. Well, that's a pity.
Detected.
Your purple engine is such cool. Yeah, had the option to get it today, so it was kind of cool. Ooh, great. There we go. I couldn't target my prospector,
Limpet drone error.
otherwise I would have
Cargo
targeted.
hatch. Cargo scoop deployed.
It would not let me target it before. Okay. I'm guessing I'd gone out of range of it when I ran away. Okay. Well, I know you can manually pick it all up. Okay. Your collectors with no specific target. Yeah, again, not quite what I meant. I mean, the answer is no, but say I was sitting here shooting only at this asteroid, and have my limpets only picking up the raw material, which I then refine. Once it's refined, I then drop only that raw material for your limpets to pick up. No collection. Thank you. Collection filters. That was what I was after. Just could not think of the words. That's a pity. Because that would make things like, you know, bulk trading and stuff considerably easier. If you drop, I'm aware of that. But yeah, having it filtered was what I was trying to do.
Programming limpet drone.
Praseodymium
Prospector limpet engaged.
seems to be all that remains of this asteroid. Are we about to have a whole bunch of company? Wow, so that's going to take me a friggin' long time to harvest all the resources that chick needs from me. So we've done 15 of 500. Holy crap.
Asteroid depleted.
Okay, there's a... Yep, you see the ship flying around? Eee, look at him go.
Collector limpet expired.
Okay. When you finish 500, she'll ask you to donate 10 painite. Neat. So if we happen to come across painite, we'll just make sure we hold on to some of it. Okay, you're a system authority vessel. Wonderful. Well, we've done that little one, so we might as well do the big one beside it.
Programming limpet drone. Prospector limpet engaged. Programming limpet drone. Programming limpet drone.
So another one going for it? Or am I going to need to move forward a tiny bit? I definitely feel as though a larger refinery and some more collector limpets would certainly be useful doing this. As we said though, obviously the Asp Explorer isn't the, you know, primo bloody mining vessel. But now that I've got at least a little idea of what the heck I'm doing, not an amazing idea, but at least a little bit of an idea, I can start looking at using a different ship for it. You know, maybe grabbing a ship that can take a fighter or something. Because there's 10 bin. This one's nearly done.
Asteroid depleted.
Okay, cool. More limpets. Yeah, it's definitely going to need to be a different vessel for that to be the case. But we're getting an idea of what to do, which is, as I said, the goal. Best ship ever for that purpose is the keelback. Cargo space, fighter bay, and guns. It does sound kind of nice. I'm guessing there was something stray flying around.
Programming limpet drone.
Is that a ship? Yes, it is. There's a ship off in the distance.
Prospector limpet engaged.
Material content low. My apologies. So yeah, as I said, getting the 500 ore is going to take quite some doing. But I mean, I guess obviously for the most part, this all uses up, like, it's almost free money. But yeah, I'm aware of that. Just cops as far as you can see. Neat. That was sort of what we were hoping for. Well, sort of what I was hoping for. At least to begin with. Are they picking? Yeah. I don't want the situation we had before, where there was too much stuff floating around and our limpets just couldn't get it all before it sort of vanished on us.
Scan detected.
Okay. So, how's that? Okay, neat. I sort of feel the need to chase the fragments around. Just because I don't want to lose any. Usually shoot rock 25 to 30%, so limpets have enough work. Because I know a few of the bits and pieces that I dug up just before on that first rock. At least a couple of them got out of my proper scanning range. So I was worried that they might have gotten out of the limpets range as well. God. It's already 6:15 in the morning. Yeah. At this rate, it looks like no sleep for me anytime soon. Okay, so if we leave it at that, there's a few bits there to go. Okay. If shit in one spot, all fragments fly in a line, easy to pick. You've got collector limpets on you, don't you? Did you say? Oh, bleh. Did you say you've got collector limpets on you, Ray? Yeah, just doesn't really look like they're keeping up. Yes, sir, not a problem.
Asteroid depleted.
Okay, lovely. Alright, fine. That's alright, that's alright. Okay, so as long as... So I don't pick up my own stuff, correct? So if I was to jettison all this indite, would my limpets then pick it back up? Or is it the same as the materials? Once I drop it, it's gone. Ooh, hello, rock. Jaja. Yeah. Very sick little kitty. Not this one.
Collector limpet expired.
Which means the other one should in just a moment as well.
Scan detected. Cargo scoop retracted.
They'll fly into a rock sometimes and die. Oh god. No wonder you said to get so many of them then. So that's all my limpets gone there. Okay. Oh crap, you just scared the absolute shite out of me. Incidentally, pretty red lasers. Or pretty red weapons. Ah. Crap balls. Jaja, are you okay? My little old kitty is not in good condition. Right, so do I need to jettison it or jettison abandon in order for it to be legal salvage? Which one can Ray pick up? It's not going to get him in shit. Kitty cat biting me. Yeah, I'll tell you what, let's abandon this. Don't know why I didn't think just to do this. Oh, yep, okay, cool, legal salvage. Yep. So, theoretically, you should be able to pick that up, Ray. Is that my limpet or yours? So I thought all my limpets were dead. Yours, lovely. So then, what was your cargo? You've got more than enough cargo room for all this, don't you? Actually, I'm giving him all the stuff. Okay.
Scan detected.
So is it dropping it all as one piece at a time? That's balls. Holy crap. Yep, it counts. It specifically says refine X, doesn't it? Yeah, all we've got to do is refine it. Okay, so we'll know for next time not to drop all of this at once. I was kind of hoping that it would, I don't know. I don't know why it even remotely occurred to me that it might have dropped it as a group. Because I know I've picked up one item at a time. How are they going? 48% is the worst. Not 44. Nice. Enjoy the grind. Good night. Thank you very much for popping in, and definitely thank you for helping out with the suggestions and everything with the kitting up this vessel. As I said, now that we've got, now that I've got more than you know, bare nothingness information, what I might end up doing, as suggested, is getting a different ship, transferring a lot of the stuff that's in this across, and then gearing it up more for dedicated mining as opposed to sort of the omni-use vessel that we've got currently. Yeah, huge thank you for the assist with that. Okay, so did pick all that up. Okay. Okay, you got all that, Ray? That should be everything all picked up. And now everything that I've got in the refinery still, 61 in your inventory. So everything that I've got in the refinery still, that will stay there unless I jettison it or harvest enough to pick it up again. But a ship would be something of bigger cargo. That's only T7, yeah. Yep. Yes, it remains, yeah, sweet. Good. Okay. I'm actually thinking we're probably going to wrap up the stream around about here. Looking at the camera, all that red that was in my face is well and truly going, and I'm starting to crash. I can see my eyes reflecting through my glasses, for crying out loud. I did say at the beginning that it was going to be a shorter stream than normal, basically because we did start so much later than normal. Okay, let me give this... No, not at all. You go hand that in. That's all you do. I did say, you come give me a hand and I'll share cargo, so that's all on you. Like, I'm not in the cargo collection for the money. The hell? Oh, your ship. I'm thinking, what? You're right there, but you're over there. Who's your fighter? Bloody hell. Okay. Yeah, so as I said, we're going to finish off around about here. Massive thank you, Modilev, Truckeray, Hein for popping in, Jade as always, and everybody else that has popped through. Huge shout out to Aaron earlier for his contribution to our goal. And yeah, huge thank you to everyone for popping in as always. So I'm going to swap over to the outro screen. I'm going to go yoinky things. And I'm going to say, yeah, this is JesterArke. This was Elite Dangerous with the Horizons DLC. I will hopefully be jumping in again earlier than I did tonight, as long as YouTube doesn't, you know, shag itself again like it did today. And we're going to get a lot more time in. I'll probably spend a bit of time off camera today doing some mining, because this is going to get dull as hell if I try and do the entire thing on camera. You can't see it at the moment, but Ray's doing barrel rolls. But yeah. So for the right now, as I said, JesterArke, Elite Dangerous, going to get going. See you all next time.